Hello my friends and welcome back. It's episode 117. So many of these.
Wow! So... Yeah!
Let's rest and improve our wisdom through rest.
Oh yeah?
The mountains of Montario form a ring around the city, makes me kind of think of a necklace. Oxby Heights sports quite the view. I'm pretty used to more rural natural areas, but there's something about mountain scenery that's unfailingly charming. Man, every place we've been, we've seen deserts, oceans, mountains, all sorts of environments, sometimes even within the same kingdom.
Hey there!
You had to pick between the mountains and the ocean, which would you say you like better?
Oh, that's right.
I buy that. The ocean's pretty well suited for recreation too, swimming, fishing, maybe boating if you have the means. Fair, there are plenty of fun things you can do in the mountains too. I hear that some people slide down the peaks on wooden slabs. After that, they'll warm up at a hot spring.
Alright.
Wow, 6 points. That's really efficient. But gah, wisdom hardly moved. I feel like I'd have to do that 4 more times.
Alright then. Let's go.
I have a reportable quest. That's got to be Neuros and his relic, right?
Quite.
Tension in the air is to be expected, eh? What with the fight against Louis looming before us, but don't get too worked up, my boy. More importantly, time for a surprise inspection by yours truly. You found anything of interest on your travels? You mean this? Strange little curio, this. Mechanism looks quite crude. No, wait a second.
I see.
This one looks to have a little what's it here, and oh ho, don't tell me, it can't be this simple.
Genius!
Spot on, my dear little bundle of joy. I've been waiting to meet you.
Whoa!
It really was a relic, huh? Aha, and naturally this is where it connects to the other. Yes, I suppose that confirms the hypothesis.
Oh! Eureka!
Inspiration strikes, an absolute corker of an inspiration. It's all thanks to you.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, we have picked up quite a few now. You think we're close to finishing it?
No.
Not quite. There's 2 left. The old goat's note mark the full set at 8 pieces. And out of those 2, one is ...
Hey.
Would you mind joining me on a short jaunt somewhere? Won't take but a moment. Sure, but somewhere. Home. Bow. This place isn't so much a house as it is a gauntlet runner garage, no? Do you actually sleep here?
Quite.
Indeed, I slept 8, woke up next to the old girl. Isn't that the stuff of dreams? Oh, so it was here all along, eh? I knew it. Yes, that's the ticket. Fits right into the rests. Well, how now? I found a relic in my own home.
The truth is...
You know, there was an odd little dimple on the last relic. I told you before, didn't I? That back when I was a lad, I found a similar bit of rubbish in my fossil hunts. I realised this relic here, the one from my boyhood, was an exact match for the curious little shape made by the rest. Hence our discreet little scavenger hunt.
That's the ticket!
So I tried seeing if the pieces connect, and whiz bang pow, perfect fit. Ah, it's a heavy burden to bear, being this generation's greatest mind.
Well,
Quite a feat to find it in all this. What's that look for? It may look a mess, but brilliance is often born from chaos, you know. Sometimes, anyway. Quite a while since I was here last. The nostalgia's rather gets to a chap. This used to be my whole life. This is where I dreamed of the skies, and where my dream was born. I strove for those heights where it all came crumbling down. Is there any way to hide this? Probably not.
Rather.
When Hulkenberg dragged me out of my workshop, well, I never thought I'd actually find my wings. Coming on this journey with all of you has changed me for the better, and I'll stick with you till the end, you hear?
Right.
Of course, I'm counting on you, as well you should. On my right's honor, I'll get you to wherever you're headed.
My heart's pounding and my soul's ablaze.
But if there's only one more component, where's the safety mechanism? No, too early to say without actually seeing it first. In any case, just one more to go. We've come this far and I've got to finish it now. I know you can do it.
This one's important.
What?
What was that noise? There's not many folks who live on the street in this part of town. Just the wind, my girl. Just the wind.
Right then.
Gonna clean up a bit first, grab some things and go. You two head back to the runner first day. I'll be along shortly.
Come on.
Whatever you say, just make sure to come back before it gets late.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
This here.
Alright, more money. Got like 430,000 now.
All right then.
I hear a voice. I'm worried about him. Oh, he's right there.
Now what am I to
Yo.
do?
What you up to? Luis is waiting for us. Got to make sure we're in top shape to face him. Worried about Vinka. You headed to Brawhaven anytime soon, maybe? Hope we could take the runner or something.
You really came
Let's go.
through.
You serious? Oh, thanks.
Hey,
You heard what happened. That store over there got attacked too. And the shopkeep's neck was broken, just like the others.
it's awful.
Wasn't that the shop that was selling dirty igniters under the table? Maybe someone's got an axe to grind. You can see there's a carapace behind it, a real hulk of a man too, going by the injuries. Maybe he really is a monster. Another murder? This place gets more lawless by the day.
Vinka!
What's wrong? Is it the wounds?
Hey!
Take it easy, come on. Basilio, don't tell me you're worried about me. You're just like Fidelio. Always coming to check on me when I have it hard, even when I've just eaten something I shouldn't have. That's all this is, yeah?
Sam?
I'm really worried just food poisoning. Your stomach would be hurting. I'm not kidding anymore, Vinka. I'm not going to fall for anything that obvious. Anyways, let's get you to a church. One of them healers ought to have some fix for the pain, at least. I'm not setting foot in any damn church.
Hang on a second.
What the hell do you two know? It's just my time to die, nothing more.
I hate it.
You're not gonna die.
Stop this, please.
I'm sick of this, mate. I'm sick of not being able to save the people I care about. Don't tell me you're gonna die. You gotta stay alive so you can keep being stupid together. Fine, I'll go see your churchman later though. I've got some business to take care of first.
About that. Hey,
Is that important? Then the pay's gotta be something good, yeah? Then we'll help get you squared away.
I see.
Yeah, I suppose you two might be able to help, and I need a bit to prepare. Come see me later,
I
alright?
swear it.
Don't just say that and run off. It's a promise, alright?
I'm sorry.
Sorry for dragging you into this job of Vinka's without asking. If Del were here, I'm sure he'd rake me over the coals for that one.
No.
I don't think Fidelio would get mad. Hope not. Del always worried about Vinka too. Lads in the facility with us, they were like our family. If there's ever anything I can do to help them, I'll do it. Glad I had you here, else Vinka probably would have given me the runaround again.
Thanks.
You're a real loon yourself, you know. Not many would have stuck with me this far. Thanks. Rank 4.
Nice even family. Let's head back.
Yeah, I get the fit. There must be more to the game than just this fight with Louis, because, like, there's no way you would be able to finish Basilio's Link in time. I wonder if he remembers our promise. Of course.
Damn.
Closure.
Ontario, no, the whole country's in shambles. A playwright couldn't pen such a tragedy. I want to escape it all to a good play. I'm sending a hiatus off to Saints Day, but how much longer is it going to take?
Ah, closure.
Let's go.
Hey.
Got something set up to allow her to sing a once-in-a-lifetime celebration, so I really want to give her a gift or something, but I haven't had much time to peruse my options.
Should be fine.
Guess you'll have to be content with us rushing over to see her. Are you free right now? Let's go.
Thanks.
Been dying to hear her sing. We'll need to get to the Night Prowler over in Railhaven. Can you use your fancy teleport magic, please? Boop.
That girl's amazing. I'm kind of emotional right now.
She looks a bit rustic, but she might have what it takes to be a songstress.
Look at Myrtis now. Her audience is melting in her hands. I asked Capra to make some connections, and I think introducing Myrtis here was the right choice.
I think she's got potential.
Yes, she really does. If I don't watch out, she may just pass me up. Her voice, though, it lights a fire in my heart.
You came?
Oh, I just wanted to catch a few notes. But I must admit, you sing with a river of emotions, and it swept me away. I didn't expect to say it, but I was having a great time.
You don't say. Well, thanks. I'll take your word for it. As for me, I think I've learned to face my demons. There's nothing standing between me and my songs now, so you keep an eye out, because I'll be right on your tail. Next time we meet, we'll be sharing a stage.
Well, shouldn't you be off then? Take too long and I'll have a stage larger than this country.
There's that telltale confidence. I will be off, but do enjoy your time here.
The cheek on that one. But you know, my good man, I think this whole ordeal has finally shown me exactly why I sing. It's not the lyrics, it's not the harmony. It's the power of the song as a whole. And it varies. When Myrtis sings, you can feel her fiery passion. But for me, I want my music to give people hope, no matter how deep the despair. I want my songs to show people that there is always a light that they just have to reach out and touch. That the future is worth fighting for. I think that's what the world needs right now.
That's a beautiful goal.
I know. And I'm not done growing as a songstress by a long shot. Well, it would be much easier to do that if the world weren't under a constant barrage of tragedies. So let's work together to create a world where everyone can hear me sing in peace.
We'll create a new country. Together.
Lovely. We'll be humming a merry tune the whole way. My sister told me something once. She said I should always strive to get my voice out to more and more people. Journey has been difficult at times, but I'm so glad I never gave up. And as for you, you better be at my side, listening to every note.
All right. Full power Yuna.
Songstress, Juna, keeper and heritor of the masked dancer's virtues. By the grace of her newfound powers, work together to give truth to our hopes and fulfill thy destiny.
A future filled with happy songs is almost here. All right, enough of that. Tonight we drink. You're stuck with me until the dawn breaks. Don't make that face. I just want to see what kind of music you like.
It's a night of revelry that lasted till the sun's first light. Thanks to strong trust between Yuna and me, Yuna's devotees now all support me. Not that that changed anything.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Shouldn't the prince be awake and be, like, doing stuff?
Hey,
Got any unfinished business around here? We got to scoot tomorrow, whether you're ready to say goodbye to this place or not. That's where it will all be settled. Let us leave no intention unrealized. The prince would want it that way. Genuinely thought you were going to tell us to stuff ourselves at Montario's restaurants while we still can. Guess you don't think with your stomach all the time.
Right then.
That's it, last chance for tune-up before we take on the biggest bastard of a mage out there. One day left, yeah? Let's get everything done with.
Shall we?
Okay.
Now what am I to do?
All right then.
Well, the only one I know how to
Let's head there
push
right away.
forward is Euphas.
Ridiculous.
I guess I gotta keep working on that wisdom.
wow! Yeah! Yep.
The whole city bleeds austerity. I guess it comes with the territory being Sanctus Holy Land and all. As pretty as this place is, just being here is making me tense, like I can't let my guard down. Compared to the hustle and bustle of Grand Trad and Brillhaven, it's just so chaste, maybe.
Hey!
It's my takeaway anyhow. What do you think?
Look at that.
Can't seem to get comfortable here. You're telling me I'd almost worry about getting scolded by the monk's soldiers if you were to laugh too loud. It's difficult to picture either of us living in a place where you can't just relax and unwind without feeling underdressed, so to speak.
All right.
It's getting closer, but not close enough. Okay, I need tolerance 5. Oh, he was the one that needed courage 5.
Just you. See you.
All right then.
There's probably someone who gets stuck behind each stat.
Hi there!
Scared to confront the
Thing
fact
is,
that I betrayed them, that I let everyone down, damn it. It's hard to accept.
I have regret. You there?
Oh, I'm close to switching. I can see you're an elder, aren't you? Hoping for some rapport with a member of another downtrodden tribe? I think that might be so. Facing discrimination, disdain as outcasts something the elder and Mustari have in common. Especially here in Altabury, the seat of sanctism. I'd like to know how we Mustari survive in this city. Victims of discrimination, huh? You know, we might be able to better support those who are disadvantaged if we take time to learn about them.
Okay.
All right then.
Let's go.
I'm going to carry on working on wisdom. I know I can get tolerance from the book, and inspiration from a book as well.
Past this coat.
Should be the more efficient way of getting it.
Talking nonsense, you are.
Pardon?
The Opera House and the Monolith are truly imposing sights up close. Do you not agree, Your Highness? Deep fondness for travelling and deepening my knowledge. Of course, also enjoy imparting that knowledge to others. I've studied this land in great detail, so what do you say? Have any interest in some facts about Altabury? It's kind of out of the blue, but I guess it couldn't hurt. Up to you.
Marvelous.
What an honor to be able to dazzle His Highness with my knowledge. Here we are in Altabury Heights. The air in the region is strikingly clear of particulate matter, quite unlike the dust-laden capital, wouldn't you say?
That sounds right.
Air is fresher, but way colder too. An astute observation. That is what is unique about Altabury. The region is surrounded by high-altitude Montario mountains. You can find several distinctive landscapes here, not seen in other regions. For example, there's the Coloradio Cliff, a drop from which means certain death. And there's Everfrost Forest, named for its thick frost that makes the trees look like pincushions, and Mount Volcano, the sacred mountain said to be home of a sleeping dragon.
In other words,
you know it's bound on all sides by such ruthless nature, the region came to be known as the Holy Land to the Sanctists. The process involved many clashes with pagans, but that is a story for another day. Let's leave things there for now, and before I forget, I picked up this in the course of my travels. I'd like you to have it.
Talking nonsense, you are.
well, hello.
Your Highness, hope your knowledge you learned from me serves you well.
Wow. Yeah. Yep.
This looks like a good spot. You know, every city has at least one major distinctive landmark. If Grand Trad's Regolith capital, then Altabury is definitely the Opera House. Never even had the thought to go see a play before coming to the city. It's the same for you, right? Can't get into the Opera House right now, but you can still imagine. Looks fun, acting out some dramatic role. Turning a performance into a conversation between artist and audience. This is a hypothetical for you. If you could choose, what kind of role would you want to perform in a play? The lead, crowd member number 4.
So then,
I might enjoy being the lead. Oh, got a showy streak, have you? Who'd have thought? Then again, you have been campaigning for the throne, so maybe that streak of stardom isn't too out of character.
all right.
Oh, it's getting close. We're as prepared as we can be, and tomorrow's the big day. We'll be up against Louis, and this time we'll be ready and waiting for you. Captain, surely you have reservations about this. Forgive me if I'm speaking out of turn, but is your mind truly clear of doubt? I mean to say, if you strike down a man who is not your true enemy, will you truly call yourself a righteous prince?
However,
I challenge you on this only because I think it'd be foolish to be brought to a standstill by it.
may I speak?
I do not believe Louis innocent in the slightest. On the contrary, in but a few months he has slain the king and your comrade besides. Is it any wonder that people seek to end his life? He has lived by a doctrine of power. His every step has been in service of that purpose. He sealed his fate, and you, a contender for the throne, should not waste time deliberating over whether such an ideology is fit to rule. Is that
It'll
not
be
so?
all right.
You're already in second place in this contest. Countless people have thrown their support behind you. Never forget that. Heisman made a pretty good point. If you're going to take back the country, you can't let any self-doubt stop you in your tracks here.
Can't lose.
Everything we've done has been for this day. So let's take it all in and stick it to Louis, for Rella, Grius, and everyone we've lost.
Yeah.
Yeah!
That's the spirit. All the pain we've endured will be your power in the end. I don't want a king who believes that might makes right. There's no reason you can't be a contender yourself. Now you've declared yourself the prince, it's not like you can afford to fall on your face in front of everyone anyway.
That reminds me.
Neuros apparently wants to make some kind of grand entrance into Grand Trad with the Skyrunner. Despite everything that's going on, that's his biggest priority, but maybe that's exactly why we need to make this work. Well then, get a full night's rest so we're ready for tomorrow. Bibbidi-bop.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
It's finally here.
So, we set off for the royal capital in the decisive battle of our lives. I'm a little disappointed. I've just begun to grow accustomed to the cold. Cannot say the same. Regardless, we have done all that we can here. Let us depart with our heads held high, yes? Nora seems thrilled about arriving by sky instead of teleportation magic. All it takes is a day to get there from here. We'll have them city shaken in their boots. Let's meet at the runner once we've polished off breakfast.
At last, only a day remains.
Whatever Luis throws at us, this is where we end it.
Between him and the Criers, he's certainly made a production of this. You don't suppose it's a trap?
Of course it's a trap.
He just loves a battle that'll make history. That's the bastard through and through.
Indeed. The man's in first place right now. Not much he stands to gain from subterfuge. But I'll admit, I have my own suspicions.
What? Losing your nerve, old fella? Me? I'm ready to lay the bastard out. I owe him at least one solid whack in the face from our Del.
You can start with one for Del. Give him 100 for yourself. If he becomes king, the kingdom is finished. Maybe even destroyed from the sounds of it. Rella said as much too. About the country being overrun with hordes of humans. That might be his real aim. Though I can't for the life of me think why Luis would want that. I thought he'd made his name as this grand human slayer.
At the very least, we know that Luis will not wield the king's magic to save this land.
We have our own future we're dreaming of. For Maria and Fabienne. For Grius and Rella. We've got to win this. For everyone's sakes.
Well, it's not great to put two dead people in the same sentence as two alive people. Say, gotta do it for their sakes.
You would pursue peril.
Great. Let's...
The stage is set for the decisive battle to take place in Grand Trad. And so the Gauntlet Runner takes to the sky. He does not return within the hush of teleportation magic as a mere wanderer, but with the fanfare required of one who would claim to be prince. He is a boy no more. He stands now on equal footing with Luis, and his triumphant descent over the capital will finally make that known, whether or not his gambit is only a means to an end.
He's here! Wow! It's really him!
Welcome back!
Your Highness!
It's His Royal Highness the Prince! We've been waiting for you! Go and teach that damn Luis a lesson!
Finally! This is better than any of the fables. I'm putting all my money on Luis to win.
Sounds like they're more excited about the spectacle than about the prince being alive. Still, suppose it makes sense.
But by the faces in the sky and upon the rock, we are squarely set in second place. Even with the gap between us and Luis, the prince has faithful supporters.
Though 'tis not truly His Highness's face wrought in stone, but our captain's. After all this time, I cannot help but feel conflicted.
Luis spares nothing for an old woman like me. Saint Rella spoke truth. We need the help of His Royal Highness the Prince.
He's the boy with a saint's blessing. He's got to be genuine. If the Sanctus Church's power is waning, should I take His Highness's side over Luis?
Even after her confession, they still keep her words close. I suppose no amount of past sins could make them forget her genuine kindness. Seems strange to say, but we owe her a great deal. Without her, the people would never have calmed, much less placed their trust in us. We can't let them down.
It's another issue of, like, volume in this game. You can barely hear the voice acting over the applause. I turned down the music because this was happening with the music a lot, especially at the very beginning of the campaign.
But looking around the city, some of the fervor seems beyond reason.
Your Highness, you can't stop at Luis. You've got to kill all the idiots who believe in him. They're not right in the head.
That right? You're the ones who aren't right in the head. It's because of stiff old cowards like you that this country's been spinning its wheels. Not ever getting better.
Then why hasn't Luis shown up yet, eh? Sounds like he's your coward, after he arranged all this too.
True enough. If he doesn't even show up after all this fuss he's made, everyone would feel like fools.
Probably going for another big, grandstanding entrance like at the royal funeral.
Don't care what he's planning. Either way, he's dead meat.
Save your fury for the fight ahead. But still.
Over there! His Royal Highness the Prince has arrived.
Whoa, and Lady Juna as well!
I say, nothing wrong with an adoring public, but this is getting more claustrophobic than the engine room. We don't want to get stuck. I'm popping back in the room.
Let's head to the Hushed Honeybee Inn for now. I'm sure Maria will be happy to see us back.
All the customers say they're on your side. I was surprised at how popular you are.
Thanks for helping, Maria. We couldn't have done it without you.
I tried my very, very best.
I never thought Luis would be the one throwing down the gauntlet to you. If he'd survived, I'm sure he'd say the same. You'd better get some rest tonight. Come on, Maria. It's time you went to bed.
I wish we could stay up and talk more. Good luck tomorrow. I'll be cheering for you.
It's finally happening.
We've got to win this. For Grius' sake, too.
Victory is in our grasp. We once thought it impossible to save His Highness the Prince, after all, and he now lives.
But without the king's wards, we'll be fighting on even ground. He won't make this easy on us.
The king's magic lived up to the legends. Capable of shaking the world itself. Every man, woman, and child has been at its whims for months.
Not the kind of power any of us want in Luis's hands.
But will this fight truly settle everything? By the spell's own rules, the throne will go to whoever wins the most support. Even after this battle, the crown's fate isn't set. We saw how the people's hearts have been whipped to dangerous passions. When the dust settles...
Whatever they make of it, we've come this far. All we can do now is finish our fight and strike to kill. Any less, and Luis will cut us down.
Strike
Indeed.
to steal his stuff.
Let us now devote ourselves to victory, and then worry of what comes after. We must believe in all we've yet accomplished.
This should be our last battle against Luis. I'm just trying to stay hopeful. Knowing how far we've come. Now you've awoken your archetype. Forged friendships. And taken so many burdens on your shoulders. You've really risen to this fight.
This is just the beginning. We've still got a long road ahead.
We blatantly do.
We haven't even
She's
won
still
against
got
Luis
2
yet.
ranks to go. There must be more to this.
Even when we do, that won't be the end of it. But it takes me back. If the prince could see you now, he'd be pretty proud of you. Don't you think? I mean, you and he were best friends. Best friends. Wait, what?
What's the matter?
Oh, sorry. I felt like I'd misspoke for a second or something. Don't mind me. Anyway, we'll make sure this is the end for Luis. Gotta report our victory to His Highness personally, right? It's like I'm seeing the prince smile again.
Right. Let's get some rest. We'll need it come tomorrow.
Ultimate mage powers unlocked.
It's been a while.
So?
I got you.
Want to settle it one-on-one, eh? Of course he does. We only care about power, everything has to be a duel. Speaking of the old right-hand man, I can tell you the man's strong, terrifying strong. Can't afford to get careless.
That man...
He's no doubt been anticipating this showdown in the royal capital. If he asks for a fight of us, a fight he will have.
Alright then.
Okay, we're not allowed to go anywhere.
What now?
Let's go ahead and put my high performance killing machine on. I guess it's fine as is.
What now? Good. I'm still getting stronger.
I see. Fascinating.
This is the savior.
This right here. All right.
That's 20,000 mags
I'm counting
gone
on you.
like that.
Of course.
Alright.
Really?
This is the power of the Savior's soul. Let healing and light magic guide us to victory. My soul has the power to save everything. I know it's in my heart.
New skills, new possibilities.
Oh no, I need rank 8 for those. Okay.
Good night.
At long last, my lord, our investigations have borne fruit. We know where the true prince lies. Those loyalists who disappeared with the prince led us right to him. We found traces of their coming and going.
Where was he hiding?
Far to the west of the royal capital, deep within a forest said to bewitch those who should wander in. An old village, erased from today's maps. That said, against all odds, it seems that this place is...
The lost village of the Elder. Last trampled by Fortin's troops, sent to burn it to the ground.
You knew then?
I see now. To hide in a place publicly declared as destroyed. Quite a gambit. The prince was born there, you know.
An illegitimate son, after the past king's heart was drawn to a woman of the village in his youthful years of debauchery.
What? Then the prince really does bear elder blood.
Forden did not raise the village for any defiance of his scriptures. He thought only to eliminate an inconvenient heir, a threat to his power, before his birth was known. The prince's survival, his complete disappearance, this was the missing piece. Zorba, go and snuff them out for good.
Sir, consider them annihilated. I've been hoping for an opportunity to test this newfound power.
Now, the battle at the royal capital looms. I must begin my own preparations. If you call yourself the prince, then I will give you a prince's end. And I have just the spell to do it.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer.
Good morning. Did you sleep well? Ready to face the day?
Yes, of course.
No hesitation at all. You've really grown out there.
But you have to come back, no matter what, okay?
I confess my mind strays back to the royal funeral. Yet we are more than we ever were then. Now we have the power to see this through.
Okay, obviously this plot is just going to go on and on and on and on. So that is it for now, and we shall continue next time.